People often ask, what's the secret to a long, healthy life? Some look for answers in vitamins, others in gym routines. But more and more, the most consistent wisdom points us back to something much simpler. What's on your plate? Not in a trendy or complicated way, but in the quiet, daily choices that add up over the years. A bowl of beans, a handful of nuts, a plate of greens. These are the kinds of foods that quietly support not just survival, but vitality. Because in the end, longevity isn't just about how long you live. It's about how well you live. With strength, with clarity, and with joy. What science and seniors are telling us around the world, in places known as blue zones, like Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, or right here in Loma Linda, California, people live longer than average. But it's not just luck or good genes, it's lifestyle, and especially diet. In these communities, elders aren't just reaching 90 or 100, they're doing it while staying active, engaged, and mentally sharp. And over again, researchers find that certain foods show up consistently. Plant-based staples, antioxidant-rich fruits, and simple whole grains. But you don't need to move to a blue zone to benefit. Right here in America, thousands of seniors are living longer and better thanks to the way they eat. Backed by both science and real stories, today's list will highlight 10 powerful foods that can help you live not just more years, but better ones. 1 to 1. Fatty fish, nourishment for the heart, brain, and beyond. When you think about longevity foods, fish might not be the first thing that comes to mind. But in many parts of the world where people live the longest, from coastal villages to vibrant senior communities right here in the US, fatty fish is a quiet hero. We're talking about salmon, sardines, mackerel, and trout. Fish that are naturally rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the kind that your body loves but can't produce on its own. These healthy fats are known for reducing inflammation, lowering the risk of heart disease, and even supporting memory and brain function as we age. Just ask Harold, 76, from Seattle. At 68, Harold had what he calls a wake-up call. Chest discomfort that led to a hospital visit and the discovery of early-stage heart issues. His doctor didn't just prescribe medication. He also gave Harold a simple piece of advice. Start eating salmon. Twice a week. Minimum. Harold took it seriously. He began grilling salmon with herbs and lemon, adding sardines to his lunch salads, and even experimenting with mackerel once a week. It wasn't a drastic change, but it was a consistent one. And now? I feel stronger at 76 than I did at 66, Harold says. I hike 3 times a week, sleep better, and my blood pressure's steady. I'm not just living, I'm thriving. What makes fatty fish so powerful for seniors? It's not just the omega-3s, though those are key. These fats help reduce the buildup of plaque in arteries, keep heart rhythm steady, and even protect brain cells from age-related decline. But fatty fish is also a great source of protein, vitamin D, and B12, nutrients that support muscle strength, bone health, and energy levels as we age. It's no coincidence that fish is a central part of the diets in many blue zones, especially among older adults who stay active well into their 80s and 90s. If you're not eating much fish now, the good news is you don't need to overdo it. Simply replace red meat or processed meats with fatty fish 2 to 3 times a week. That one small change can have a ripple effect across your heart, brain, joints, and overall sense of energy. Not a fan of the fishy flavor? Try grilled salmon with herbs and olive oil, sardines on whole grain toast with avocado, baked mackerel with lemon and garlic, or even canned wild salmon mixed into a salad. You don't need perfection. You just need consistency. Harold's story is a great reminder that it's never too late to start. At first, I did it for my heart, he says, but it turns out it's helped every part of me. So if you're looking for a single, powerful food to help you live longer and live better, start with what's swimming in your grocery store. Because sometimes the secret to longevity isn't a supplement. It's what's on your plate. 2. Garlic, the simple daily habit that's kept Martha strong for decades. Let's talk about garlic. It's not trendy, it's not expensive, but ask anyone who's eaten it daily for years and they'll tell you, It works. Martha, 82 years old, from Pennsylvania, is living proof. Every morning for more than 30 years, she started her day with a single clove of garlic. Raw, chopped, swallowed with a sip of water, and done. When people ask her why, she just smiles and says, "I haven't had a bad cold in a decade. Garlic's doing something right." Now, garlic might seem too simple to matter, but science says otherwise. It contains allicin, a natural compound that forms when garlic is crushed or chopped. Allicin acts like a natural antibiotic, fighting off viruses, harmful bacteria, and even inflammation. And unlike some pills or powders, garlic comes straight from nature. For older adults, garlic supports the body in powerful ways. It helps lower blood pressure, which reduces strain on the heart. It supports healthy cholesterol levels, especially lowering LDL, bad cholesterol. It boosts the immune system, helping the body fight off infections. And some studies even suggest it may support brain health and memory as we age. That's a lot of benefits from one little clove, and what makes Martha's story so inspiring isn't that she changed everything. It's that she stuck with one small habit, day after day, year after year. Of course, not everyone wants to eat garlic raw. That's okay. There are gentle, delicious ways to enjoy garlic while still keeping its benefits. Add it to soups and stews. Mix it into homemade salad dressings with olive oil and lemon. Lightly sauté it with vegetables or leafy greens. Rub it on whole grain toast with a touch of olive oil. Or steep chopped garlic in warm water for a simple garlic tea. If you want to get the most from garlic, chop or crush it first and let it sit for a minute or two. That's when the allicin activates. And avoid overcooking. Light cooking keeps the good stuff intact. Martha says garlic isn't magic. It's just steady. Like watering a plant, a little every day, and it keeps you strong. That's the real longevity lesson here. It's not about doing something dramatic. It's about doing something consistent. So, if you're looking for a gentle way to support your heart, your immune system, and your long-term health, maybe look no further than your kitchen counter. Because sometimes the foods that help us live longer and feel better are the ones we've known all along. 3. Berries. A sweet way to keep your brain young. Let's take a moment to talk about something sweet, colorful, and surprisingly powerful. Berries. Blueberries, raspberries, strawberries. These tiny fruits do more than just brighten your plate. They protect your brain, your heart, and your body from the inside out. Just ask George, 79, from Vermont. Every summer, George picks blueberries from his backyard bushes. He's been growing them for over 20 years. Rain or shine, you'll find him in the garden. Straw hat, basket in hand, moving with the kind of calm joy that only comes with age and habit. His daughter says, "Dad still does crossword puzzles every single morning. He remembers everyone's birthday. He's as sharp now as he was at 60, maybe sharper." And science backs up what George seems to prove every day. Berries are rich in antioxidants, especially a type called anthocyanins, which give them their deep blue, red, and purple colors. These antioxidants help protect brain cells, reduce inflammation, and fight the kind of oxidative stress that contributes to aging and memory loss. In simpler terms, they help your brain stay younger, longer. But that's not all. Berries also support heart health by improving blood vessel function, help lower blood pressure, may assist with blood sugar control, and reduce inflammation throughout the body, a key factor in many chronic diseases. For seniors looking to keep both body and mind sharp, berries are one of the best choices you can make. And you don't need to grow them like George. You don't even need to buy them fresh every day. Frozen berries work just as well. They're picked at peak ripeness and retain all their nutrients. You can enjoy them. Mixed into oatmeal, blended into a smoothie, sprinkled over yogurt, added to a salad for a sweet touch, or just eaten by the handful as a simple snack. Try aiming for 1 cup a day. That's the sweet spot where studies show real cognitive benefits. George says he doesn't eat berries because he has to. I just like them. They taste good, and they make me feel good. And if they're helping my brain too, well, that's a nice bonus. And maybe that's the secret. When something feels like a treat, it's easier to make it a habit. And when that habit protects your memory, your heart, and your smile, that's when food becomes something more. So, if you're looking for a small change that tastes good and feels easy, reach for berries. Because staying sharp and sweet might be as simple as adding a little more color to your plate. 4. Avocados, a creamy way to protect your heart. Let's talk about a fruit that's rich, creamy, and surprisingly good for your heart. Avocados. Now I know what some of you might be thinking. Aren't avocados just a trend for younger people? But don't be fooled. Long before social media made them famous, avocados were already quietly supporting healthy aging, especially for seniors. Sheila, 84, from California, knows this well. Every morning, she slices open a ripe avocado and enjoys half of it with her breakfast, sometimes on whole grain toast, other times blended into a smoothie. And when she visits her doctor, she gets to smile with pride. "My cholesterol has dropped," she says, "and I didn't need medication to do it." So what makes avocados so powerful? They're full of monounsaturated fats, the kind of fat your body loves. These healthy fats help lower LDL, bad cholesterol, and raise HDL, good cholesterol, which supports your heart, brain, and blood vessels. Avocados also help the body absorb fat-soluble nutrients like vitamins A, D, E, and K, provide potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure, contain fiber, which supports digestion and fullness, and offer antioxidants that fight inflammation, especially around the heart. And, unlike heavy animal fats, avocados give you that creamy satisfaction without raising your risk for heart disease. But the real beauty of avocados is how easy they are to enjoy. You don't need to cook. You don't need a recipe. Just scoop, slice, or mash, and you've got a delicious, heart-loving addition to your day. Try it like this. Spread on whole grain toast with a pinch of salt and lemon juice. Sliced on top of salads, soups, or scrambled eggs. Blended into smoothies for a creamy texture and extra nutrition. Or mashed as a simple guacamole with garlic, lime, and olive oil. And the sweet spot for most people? About half an avocado per day. That's enough to give you the benefits without overdoing the calories. Sheila says it's not just about numbers on a chart. "I feel lighter, my energy's better, and I just enjoy it. It feels like I'm giving my body something it actually wants." And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? Living longer isn't just about avoiding disease. It's about feeling good in your own skin, with food that loves you back. So if you're looking for a creamy, satisfying, and heart-smart food that fits perfectly into a senior's routine, give avocados a try. Because sometimes, what's good for your heart is also what makes your morning feel just a little more special. 5. Beans, the humble food that keeps you full, light, and strong. Beans may not be flashy, but they've been fueling long lives for centuries. From Mediterranean villages to small towns across America. They're affordable, simple to cook, and deeply nourishing. And for Thomas, 86, from Texas, they've become a regular part of his routine. In the most delicious way. "I eat black bean soup 3 times a week," he says with a grin. "Keeps me full, energized, and regular. That last part matters at my age." He laughs, but he's not wrong. Beans are a nutritional powerhouse, especially for older adults. They're packed with plant-based protein, which helps maintain muscle without loading the body with the saturated fats found in red meat. They're also full of fiber, which supports digestion and keeps blood sugar and cholesterol in check. Here's what makes beans so powerful. High in protein to preserve muscle strength as you age. Loaded with soluble and insoluble fiber, great for heart and gut health. Low in fat and completely cholesterol-free. Help lower LDL, bad cholesterol. Support stable blood sugar levels, especially helpful for those managing diabetes or pre-diabetes. Beans also nourish your gut, feeding good bacteria that keep inflammation down, and your immune system strong. And the best part? They're satisfying. Beans keep you full longer, which can reduce cravings and help with healthy weight maintenance. All without the heaviness or grease of a meat-based meal. Thomas didn't give up his favorite foods. He just made a shift. "I used to eat meat every day. Now, I replace it with beans a few times a week. Honestly, I feel lighter, and my doctor likes my numbers. You don't need to eat beans daily to feel the difference. Just 2 to 4 meals per week, where you swap out meat for beans, can have a big impact. Here are a few easy ways to enjoy them. A warm bowl of black bean soup with garlic and spices. A chickpea salad with olive oil and lemon. Lentils cooked into stews or served over rice. Soybeans, edamame, as a snack or tossed into stir-fry. Or mashed beans spread onto whole grain toast. If you're new to beans, start slow and drink water. The fiber is powerful, but your body may need time to adjust. Thomas says beans are more than just food to him now. They're part of the reason I still get up early, go for walks, and stay sharp. Who knew soup could do all that? Sometimes, the foods that seem the most ordinary end up doing the most extraordinary work behind the scenes. So, if you're looking for a budget-friendly, heart-smart, senior strong food, beans might just be your best companion on the road to living longer and better. 6. Leafy greens, the quiet protectors of your bones, brain, and body. When we think of strong bones, most of us picture milk or calcium tablets. But in quiet gardens and simple kitchens, there's another group of foods quietly doing the heavy lifting. Leafy greens. Spinach, kale, Swiss chard. They may look delicate on your plate, but they're powerful protectors in your body. Just ask Louise, 88 years old, from Minnesota. She's been growing her own spinach for years, out in the backyard, rain or shine. I pick it fresh, steam it with garlic, and have it with dinner, she says. I've never broken a bone in my life, and I'm proud of that. She should be. Leafy greens are loaded with nutrients your body needs more of as you age, especially for your bones, brain, and cells. They're rich in calcium to support bone strength, vitamin K, essential for bone density and helping blood clot properly, folate, which helps with cell repair and memory, magnesium and potassium, which regulate blood pressure, and fiber, which supports digestion and helps reduce inflammation. In fact, studies have shown that people who eat at least 1 serving of leafy greens a day tend to have slower cognitive decline as they age, even up to 11 years younger in brain function than those who don't. Louise didn't eat spinach for science. She did it because it made her feel good. It's light, it's fresh, and I just like the way it makes my body feel. The best part? Leafy greens are versatile and easy to include in any meal, even if you're not a fan of salads. Try steaming spinach or kale with a little olive oil and garlic, blending Swiss chard into soups or stews, adding a handful of raw greens to a smoothie, you won't even taste it, or sauteing spinach with eggs for a healthy breakfast boost. And if you have trouble chewing raw greens, lightly cooking them actually helps your body absorb the nutrients better, especially calcium and iron. The longevity lesson here is simple. Add at least 1 serving of leafy greens to your day. Raw, steamed, sautéed, however you like it. Louise says it's never been about perfection. I don't eat perfectly, but I eat what helps me feel strong. And that spinach patch in the backyard? That's been part of my strength for years. So if you're looking for a way to protect your bones, boost your memory, and nourish your whole body, go green. Because in every leafy bite, you're giving yourself something real. Not just vitamins, but vitality. And that's something worth growing and enjoying every single day. 7. Oats, a simple bowl that can transform your heart and mind. Sometimes, the best things in life really do come in the simplest packages, like a warm bowl of oatmeal in the morning. It's affordable. It's easy. And for many older adults, it's become a quiet daily habit that protects the heart, balances blood sugar, and keeps energy steady, all before 9 a.m. Just ask Don, 78 years old, from Chicago. Not long ago, his doctor raised concerns about his LDL, the bad cholesterol. Rather than reach straight for medication, Don decided to start his mornings with a change. I swapped my usual toast and butter for oatmeal, he says, added some walnuts and cinnamon. 6 months later, my numbers improved, and I feel lighter, more focused, just better. And there's science behind that feeling. Oats contain a special type of soluble fiber called beta-glucan. When eaten regularly, beta-glucan forms a gel in the digestive tract that binds to cholesterol and helps remove it from the body. This can lead to a noticeable drop in LDL cholesterol, which reduces your risk for heart disease. But that's not all oats can do. They also help stabilize blood sugar by slowing down the absorption of carbohydrates, improve digestion thanks to their fiber content, keep you feeling full, which can help with gentle weight loss, and even boost brain clarity by supporting more stable energy throughout the day. And for older adults who may struggle with morning appetite or energy dips, oats are a gentle, nourishing way to start the day strong. Don says the shift was easier than he thought. I don't miss the toast at all. The oats keep me full until lunch, and they give me something to look forward to each morning. You don't have to eat the same oatmeal every day either. There are plenty of ways to keep it interesting. Add sliced bananas or berries for natural sweetness. Sprinkle on chopped walnuts or almonds for heart-healthy fats. Stir in a spoon of chia seeds or flaxseed for extra fiber. Use cinnamon or a drop of honey for flavor without the sugar crash. If you're in a rush, overnight oats can be made ahead of time. No cooking needed. The longevity lesson here is simple. Make oatmeal your go-to breakfast a few times a week. Your heart, your brain, and your wallet will all thank you. Don's only regret? I wish I'd started this 10 years earlier, but I'm glad I started now. And that's the beautiful truth. It's never too late to make a small shift, especially when that shift fills your belly, strengthens your body, and sharpens your mind. So tomorrow morning, skip the pastry. Go for the oats, because sometimes the road to longevity really does begin with a spoon. 8. Nuts, a handful of power for a sharp mind and a strong heart. Let's take a moment to appreciate one of nature's simplest, most powerful snacks, nuts. They don't make a lot of noise. They're not fancy or expensive. But for many older adults, they've become a quiet daily habit that brings real, lasting benefits to both the brain and the heart. Patricia, 91, from Florida, knows this better than anyone. Every afternoon, just before her afternoon tea, she has a small handful of walnuts. No salt, no sugar, no chocolate coating. Just plain, raw walnuts. It's my secret to staying sharp, she says, smiling. I'm still driving, still reading novels, and I remember more than my grandkids do. Her story isn't just sweet, it's backed by science. Nuts like walnuts, almonds, and flax seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which nourish brain cells and reduce inflammation. Vitamin E, known to protect memory and slow age-related cognitive decline. Magnesium, which supports nerve function and heart rhythm. And fiber, which aids digestion and lowers cholesterol. Together, these nutrients help protect your brain from aging, support your heart's rhythm, and keep your body feeling balanced. All from a simple handful of food. And because nuts are so filling, they also help curb hunger between meals, making them a smart option for maintaining a healthy weight without feeling deprived. Patricia says she never set out to eat healthy. She just wanted a snack that made her feel good. I didn't like the crash from sweets, but walnuts. They gave me energy, not sleepiness. You don't need to stick to just one kind either. Here are a few simple ways to enjoy them. A small bowl of mixed nuts in the afternoon. Almonds chopped over oatmeal or salad. Flax seeds stirred into yogurt or blended into a smoothie. Or walnuts as a topping on roasted veggies or soup. The longevity lesson here is simple and clear. A small handful of nuts a day can give your brain and heart a big, healthy boost. Just remember to go unsalted when you can and keep portions moderate. About a quarter cup a day is plenty. Patricia says she never imagined such a small habit could make such a big difference. But I've been doing it for years, and I feel it in my focus, my mood, and my memory. So if you're looking for something easy, enjoyable, and deeply nourishing, maybe it's time to grab a handful of nuts, because sometimes the best things for your long life fit right in the palm of your hand. 9. Mushrooms, nature's medicine that tastes like a treat. They're not flashy. They grow quietly in forests and farmers markets. But mushrooms, especially types like shiitake, portobello, and cremini, are one of the most underrated foods when it comes to healthy aging. Earl, 85, from Oregon, would agree. He's been foraging wild mushrooms since his 60s, walking trails near his home, learning which varieties are safe and flavorful. He grills them with a bit of olive oil and garlic, and swears by their healing powers. "I haven't needed antibiotics in 5 years," he says proudly. "My immune system's doing just fine on its own." That's no accident. Mushrooms are packed with immune-boosting compounds, including beta-glucans that help your body fight off viruses and bacteria naturally. They're also one of the only natural plant-based sources of vitamin D, essential for bone strength, mood regulation, and immune defense, especially in seniors. And there's more. Mushrooms are naturally low in calories, but rich in flavor and texture. Great for managing weight. A good source of B vitamins, which support brain and nerve health. Known for anti-cancer properties, especially in varieties like shiitake. Anti-inflammatory, helping your body stay in balance as you age. They've been used in traditional medicine for centuries, and now modern science is catching up, showing how mushrooms can support cell repair, immune strength, and longevity. Earl says eating mushrooms isn't just about health, it's about enjoyment. They're meaty, filling, and full of flavor. I don't miss the steak anymore. And that's the beauty of mushrooms. They're one of the best meat substitutes out there, with none of the cholesterol or heavy fat. Here are some easy ways to enjoy them. Grilled with garlic and olive oil, just like Earl does. Sliced into stir-fries or soups, stuffed and roasted for a hearty main dish. Chopped into omelets, pasta, or grain bowls. Or sautéed with greens for a quick, healthy side. You don't need to forage your own mushrooms, though it's a fun hobby if you're into it. Most grocery stores now carry a wide variety, fresh, dried, or even pre-sliced and ready to cook. The longevity lesson here? Add mushrooms to your meals, 2 to 3 times a week. They're versatile, delicious, and packed with health benefits your body will thank you for. Earl says it best. Mushrooms give me strength without the heaviness. I feel clear, calm, and capable. And that's a good way to age. So if you're looking for a way to boost your immune system, protect your cells, and enjoy every bite along the way, mushrooms are a small step with big rewards. Because sometimes the best medicine really does come from the earth. 10. Green tea. A gentle daily ritual to calm the mind and protect the body. There's something peaceful about starting the day with a warm cup in your hands. And for many seniors around the world, especially in places where people live the longest, that cup is filled not with coffee, but with green tea. Nancy, 90 years old, from San Francisco, has followed this simple ritual for decades. Every morning, before the sun is fully up, she sits by her window with a warm mug of green tea. No distractions, no rushing. "It centers me," she says. "Just 10 quiet minutes, and I feel calm and clear all day." Nancy may not call it science, but science agrees. Green tea is packed with antioxidants, especially one called EGCG, Epigallocatechin gallate. This compound has been linked to a wide range of health benefits, from supporting heart health to protecting brain cells and slowing cellular aging. Here's what green tea can do for your body. Support heart health by improving blood flow and reducing blood pressure. Protect brain function, especially memory and focus as you age. Help fight inflammation and oxidative stress, both major causes of chronic disease. Assist with metabolism, potentially supporting healthy weight maintenance, and even promote calm, steady energy without the jitters of coffee. In Japan, home to some of the world's longest living people, green tea isn't just a drink, it's a way of life. People of all ages sip it throughout the day, often in peaceful moments, not rushed ones. Nancy says it's not just about the health benefits. It's a moment to breathe, to feel present, and that's just as important as what's in the cup. And she's right. Part of what makes green tea so powerful isn't just the compounds inside it, it's also the habit around it. A pause, a reset, a chance to slow down and give your body something soothing and healing. You don't need to drink gallons of it. Just 1 or 2 cups a day can support healthy aging, especially when paired with other smart habits like movement, connection, and gratitude. Here are a few tips for enjoying it. Brew green tea gently. Don't use boiling water, or it can taste bitter. Add a slice of lemon or a few mint leaves for flavor. Try it hot in the morning or iced in the afternoon. Choose quality green tea, loose leaf or good bags, for the most antioxidants. The longevity lesson here is simple but powerful. Sip green tea daily to nourish your body and mind, from the inside out. Nancy calls it her anchor. No matter what the day brings, I always have my cup. And that little moment gives me strength. So if you're looking for a small change with a big impact, maybe it's time to reach for something warm, green, and full of grace. Because sometimes living longer isn't about doing more. It's about doing less with intention. So now you've heard the stories. 10 everyday foods, 10 small changes, each one backed by science and by real people just like you. Living longer, staying sharper, and feeling better every single day. But here's the most important part. You don't need to do it all at once. You don't need to eat all 10 tomorrow. Just pick one. One small change. One new habit. Let your body catch up with your good intentions. Because the road to longevity isn't paved with pressure. It's built with small, steady choices. Comment below and tell us, what will you start with today? Oats, green tea, garlic? Write, I'm starting with your food. And let this be your first step. And don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this video with someone over 50, a friend, a parent, a neighbor, someone who deserves not just more years, but better years. Because living longer isn't just about adding time to your life. It's about adding life to your time. With calm mornings, clear minds, stronger bodies, and brighter days, and all of that. Can start with what's on your plate. So go ahead, make your next meal a step toward your next great decade.